Okay, y'all. Woo! Happy Saturday. Hope this video finds you blessed. Now, I'm coming on here to talk about the two people that I have listed. And I'm going to wait for some more people to come into the room. I know today is Saturday and people are out and about too. Okay? And these people, and even though she's not listed on here, Nancy Guthrie, these people are really making a mockery of these investigations, of these cases, these murder cases. These people lost their life. And they sitting up here wanting to play games, tell lies, and then do the videos, making videos over and over and over again about the same thing. They telling you the same exact thing the other video said. Got the same clip. Oh my God, it's sickening. Okay. And we watch it in hope for any pinch of something new, and we don't get it. And then they drag it out through the whole freaking video. Okay? And then they have the nerve to tell you to watch to the end when there's nothing. They're not telling you anything. They're talking about, there was even one that was titled, about who was the killer. I forgot who they said was the killer. Okay. How you know they the killer? How do you know? You got a whole freaking headline in capital letters, in bold, that this person killed Nolan Wells. That person killed Nolan Wells. How the hell do you know? And then when you click on the video, it don't talk about anything about who killed Nolan Wells. All they do is repeat the same scenario over and over and over again and show you the same freaking clips. Okay? That everybody else got. They don't have nothing to add to the conversation. How about that? Nothing to add to the conversation. They're just repeating and dragging it out. Oh my God. Hey, Michi. Oh, wait, let me get my glasses. I can't see that name clearly. Mm-hmm. Oh, Rita. Rita. Girl, that name. Rita, girl, that name formed it. I'm good thing I put my. Good thing I put my glasses on because, honey, that looked like Mari, Maria. Okay, Rita. Mary. Cynthia. Okay, that's funny. Okay, yeah, that clear. I put my glasses. That cleared that up. Okay, I was totally in left field with that one, and it just gets on my nerves. And sometimes sometimes it makes me feel like not even wanting to do the cards on these cases because of the mockery that they're making of them. Okay, and I don't see. We're trying to find out what happened to this person. Okay, we're trying to get rightful justice for this person who was murdered. Okay, and y'all sitting up here playing all these games with the dead folks and they name, and even using Nancy Guthrie's, somebody, a popular YouTuber, using Nancy Guthrie's name in the video, in his videos that have nothing to do with Nancy Guthrie. That's not cool. And it did it a few times, but hey, Rita. Yeah, so I just thought I would point that out, that I see it too. I know you see it. I see it. Now we see it, okay? So now we want to get on Nolan, okay? And they are trying to do what these people are infamous for doing, turning the tables on the situation and make it look like it's the other person's fault. Okay, make it look like they're victims and they're not. Okay, and it's just really it's just, oh my God. Okay, it is so obvious, so obvious. Even a blind man, Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder, and was it Julio Iglesias? Who was the blind man that was Latino? Okay, they could see this. They can see right through it. This is crazy. This is crazy. And he got them boys on national TV doing an interview and lying. Now, I know people have been telling you to have several seats, but you don't listen, because I believe there's older people who has put a, what do you call it? A battery in their backs for these boys to get up here and speak and do all this, okay, and not know what they're doing, because they are hiding behind, I think they're hiding behind these boys. I really do. I really do. It's sad. It's sad. But anyway, that's my 2 cents, okay? That's my opinion, and you know what it's like, okay? And everybody got one. Okay, so, did I? Yeah, I did. I don't know. It don't feel like I did anything, okay? So I'm finna do some more. I think I did, but I'm finna do some more. Now, I was doing a channeling a couple days ago on these particular 2 people and fell asleep. Child, okay. I wondered, is this what they mean when they talk about the energy? They taking the energy, because all of a sudden I was just tired. I was falling asleep and having a vision too, but I couldn't pay attention because I was falling asleep, and I just got up and got in the bed, and I wasn't sleepy. Okay. So let's clear some energy. Okay, we don't want nothing interfering, because all we're doing is calling on some energy, and we want to talk about Nolan Wells. We want to know what is the current energy on the investigation, and then I want to know what is going on with these particular boys. I know one's name is Warren. Can somebody else tell me the other 2 boys' name that was in the interview with Brandon Tatum with their lawyer? Nah, honey, they act like they on tour. They act like they on tour, going from podcast to podcast, interview to interview. Okay. After somebody then caught me in a lie, not 1, not 2, not 3, I think I would want to sit down and let somebody else take the wheel. What can you tell us? What's the energy, the current energy on the investigation? Yeah. Rita said, like rock stars, you ain't lying. Stop it, okay? Yes, girl, like they some kind of rock stars, girl. They ain't gonna get this much publicity for the rest of their lives. Like they just completed an album, okay? Hey, Deborah. Oh, I didn't see Morgan and Jackson. Look, I'm up here. I didn't see Morgan and Jackson and Warren. Okay, so it's Morgan, Jackson, and Warren that are the ones doing the. Why is Morgan? Hey, got change? I got my Eternity by Calvin Klein in the mail. They said they was going to be Monday, but when I started tracking them, I'm like, wait a minute, I shouldn't have to wait. They're right here in California with me, okay? So what's the problem? Say, current energy on the Nolan Wells investigation. What do you want us to know? Current energy. Current energy on the Nolan Wells investigation. What's current? See, we got energy because today is Saturday. Everybody then went in, okay, for the weekend. So we got energy left over, resonating Monday through Friday, this past Monday through Friday. What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answer. What do you want us to know? The Ace of Cups. There's something new. Once again, something new. Something new keeps coming out, and I keep telling y'all, okay? I keep telling y'all. It's more to come. It's some more to come. Yeah. Now, she didn't. Okay, my assistant decided to stash away under the bed. She'll be out in a minute. Okay, so some new information. Okay, I'm here for it. Hey, Diane, how you doing? Your cell has gone on its own. Okay. So let me get this energy out. Because the only thing about it is that's why I put this down so you guys can see it, but it helps me from looking at the comments because the comments I get to reading and thinking and it cuts my connection off. Tell us more. The Eight of Swords. Okay. So this communication that they're doing is getting them stuck. They're stuck. They are scared. Okay. And they are, what do we have? In denial. Okay. In denial. And the Ace of Wands. Quick action. Okay. I don't know. It's not giving you Ace of Wands. I know it's a suddenly. A sudden fear. Okay, what do we have? Ace of Wands. Okay. So what it's giving me is that it is emphasizing the fact that they are scared, they're stuck, and they're in denial. Okay. Now I'm going to say they're scared and they stuck because I don't think they're in denial. They were there. And the Lovers. Okay. That is a relationship, a friendship, okay, and choices. The Knight of Cups. Oh, maybe they're finding out. Oh, and the betrayal. Oh, and it keeps coming up. Two of Pentacles in reverse. Keisha is doing zoomies in the hallway. You okay, Poo-Poo? Now, I gave her some, what are they called? I gave her an, I gave her an, oh no, that's Tasia. That's Tasia, you're doing zoomies, girl. And I gave her some calming treats. Okay, this is her first time getting the calming treats, and she's not calm. Now Keisha on chill mode. Okay, you okay, Poo Poo? Oh, my baby girl, you running around? Okay, now you calm. You calm now? Okay, y'all see her there? Okay, it's my baby girl. My assistant, okay, she's back and she's on chill. Okay. Hey, Sin. Okay, so, yeah. And the Four of Pentacles, holding on to something. This is the investigation, the energy. Okay. They know that they're scared. They're lying. They're holding on to something. Okay. They know that they have betrayed. They know they know. The investigation knows, whether they want to admit it or not, that these people betrayed. There's betrayal. And the sun in reverse. And they can clearly see it. Well, we all can clearly. It's just, and death in reverse. Yeah. Okay, yeah. And the Page of Swords in reverse. The rumors, the gossip, the confusion going around. They're totally aware. And the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Impatient. Tired of waiting. But they can't move on because there's an obstacle. So they can't move forward. And then they're hiding something. Ooh, interesting. Because they're stuck, they're scared, they're holding on to something, they're hiding something. It's going all along this line right here. And then the Ten of Wands in reverse. Okay. So we have the Ten of Wands in reverse. And yeah, they want to drop this burden, but they're hiding it. They're hiding the fact that they want to drop this burden. They're hiding a lot of stuff. And the Ace of Pentacles, because of greed, they miss opportunities and financial loss. Okay. And the Three of Wands. And the Empress. Oh. Oh my goodness. You know what? This looks like they may be hiding the fact that somebody's pregnant and they want to, it's a burden here. There's a burden here. And the King of Pentacles in reverse. So there may be some scandal behind this Empress situation. There's some scandal in the food. There and the Emperor. Mm, mm, mm. And protection with the Seven of Wands. Interesting. And Temperance. And the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Bad luck. Bad luck. That's what you got. That's what you got. And the Nine of Cups. Now, the Empress does represent pleasure, okay? But we have the divine feminine. Mm, mm, mm. So, what I'm getting from this is that they are hiding something, and they may be hiding more than what we think they're hiding. Hi, Julia. Mm. They may be hiding more than what we think they're hiding. And there's an emperor, a grown man that has protection. Either they're protecting or he's protecting them. I don't know. Okay. But there's a reason he's protecting them. There's a reason. Yep. He's trying to get fulfillment. Okay. Fulfillment. He's trying to get what he wants done. Okay, whatever that is, whatever secret he's hiding, he's trying to keep it hidden, get that situation or whatever. Okay, what can you tell us is being hidden in this situation with the death of Nolan Wells? There's something being hidden, okay, along with this death of Nolan Wells. Can you tell us what is being hidden? And thank you for your answers. What are they hiding in the death of Nolan Wells? What can you tell us? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Mm-hmm. What are they hiding? What's the secret? Because it's going to come out if it hasn't already. But what's the secret? There's something else going on, I get a feeling. Let's see. If the energy, because the energy is already out there. The lovers. Okay. The lovers. So there is something about the lovers that's being hidden. Interesting. Tell us more. Okay. Bad luck. Okay. There is a cycle. The Wheel of Fortune. This is in reverse. So whatever the cycle is, it's not good. Bad luck. And the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. It is around the abundance, the security. Patience and balance. And the Ace of Pentacles. Greed, financial loss, and missed opportunities. With the Page of Wands. They're going to two dogs. Mm. And the King of Wands in reverse. Wow. So the Page of Wands is someone younger. The King of Wands is someone older. Okay. Now, if it was a knight, the knight in shining armor, there that would be in between the Page and the Wands. I mean, the Page and the King. Excuse me, the Page and the King. If you want to get as far as age is concerned, but this talks about someone who has very negative energy, somebody who's very vicious, a grown man at that. And um, what you call it? Unpredictable, irrational. And the Ten of Pentacles. And this is somebody in the family. Whose family? I don't know. And they're trying to avoid. This is the secret, you guys. They're trying to avoid or delay. Well, really, they're trying to avoid catastrophe. And the Three of Cups in reverse. Overindulgence. Too much partying. Okay? And the Seven of Pentacles. Didn't want to wait, rushing, impatient. The anxiety. So this loss, this missed opportunity, and this greed is causing anxiety, okay? Because of overindulgence. So now they're trying to avoid, basically, they're trying to avoid responsibility and accountability. Betrayal with the Ten of Swords. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. And the Emperor. There's masculine energy. This is masculine power. This is leadership. Okay? The boys may not be able to get it together because they are hiding someone else. They might be hiding someone else, okay, who is older than them, more responsible than them. Okay, and that's why they're coming up with all these lies they're trying to put together, and they can't put it together because they can't tell the truth, because they are protecting the emperor and the queen of wands. These are the betrayers. Okay, and the queen of wands, interesting, she's going over the 10 of pentacles, the family, and the page of pentacles. This is another one of them young boys. Could be her little sister too. I don't know who all was there. And the magician. Uh-huh. Trying to manifest. He's got all the tools on his table, and believe me, he's putting them all to use. And the 6 of pentacles. The empress. And the Knight of Cups. And the King of Swords in reverse. And it's teamwork. We got the 3 amigos here. And they are manipulating these 3 boys. Okay? And the Queen of Pentacles. Betrayal, heartache. And the Hangman. Okay? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Now here's what keeps tingling in my mind is like somebody's pregnant, but they don't know who the baby daddy, because they all have been dipping and dabbling in the same pot, so to speak. Anyway, I just thought I'd put that out there because that keeps crossing my mind. So we get that out there. I don't know, okay? But all these gentlemen come up around this one person. And now here we go down here. Now we get some female energy. And we got the Empress who is pregnant with possibilities. Mm-hmm. and the death, putting to rest. Okay. So they're hiding all kind of mess. Okay. But the secret is that they betrayed this boy in some kind of way, shape, or form, or fashion. And they now are in a rush for greed to protect the money that they know they are liable for. Does that make sense? In the meantime, we got this empress who looks like she's carrying a child. And just crossed my mind. Okay. There's really no criminal investigation going on here. Okay. You notice that? They want to get this lady's phone, Nolan's phone. They want her to give this information and all this stuff. Okay. But there's no investigation. And there's no criminal investigation because there's no autopsy report saying it's something. Okay. Now, if there's a criminal investigation, let me sleep, because all hell gonna break loose. We want your phone records, your phone records, and your phone records, and we gonna subpoena them. We're not gonna ask you. We gonna get the records from the company. Okay. Or we are gonna ask you for yours and compare them to what we get. Okay. We are going to go into your finances, your background. We finna dig up all your business. If this is a criminal investigation. Things that make you go, Say, just dawned on me. Everything's, I'm like, is there a criminal investigation going on here? Okay, because ain't nobody announced it. Yeah. They're trying to go around a criminal investigation. Because in all them lies that they telling, I would know you don't trust them. No. And okay, it ain't no criminal investigation, so why I gotta give up the phone? Why don't you give up look at their information? You investigate, don't ask me for mine. Get theirs. And if they do, that's going to open up a whole new can of worms. You know that. She's got to play chess, but she needs the people who, the representation that she has, okay, in order to do that. Okay. She ain't got eyes in everywhere. She needs other people to help her and to be the eyes, people who know the law and people who know how to play chess. Okay. Play chess, play tennis. They hit the ball over there in your court. Okay. Now you got to hit that ball right back over there with theirs. There's no criminal investigation. So let's look. Okay. Hey, I need me another. I only had a little corner anyway. Let's look into the energy of these boys. What was the name? Morgan, uh, Warren, and who was the other boy that was in that interview? It was Morgan, Warren, and I missed it. Was it Wyatt? I don't know. Jax. Okay, Jax. Okay. Give us the energy of Morgan, Jax, and Warren doing that interview on Brandon Tatum's. Okay, with they had a lawyer there. I forgot the lawyer's name just that fast. Okay, but they had their lawyer, and they had these three boys doing an interview a couple times. Okay, they've done an interview. People have caught these three in multiple, numerous lies. Let's just say it for what it is. Okay, what is the energy with these three boys? Okay, running around giving interviews. I thought they had one lawyer. Now there's two. What is the energy with these boys? What do you want us to know? What can you tell us? And thank you for your answers. Give us the energy on these three boys, Morgan, Jack, and Warren, on that interview. What in the world? Hi, Butler. The King of Swords in reverse. Okay. The King of Swords represents truth. Okay. But he's in reverse. This is manipulation. Yeah. Arrogance, judgmental, and manipulation. Let's look at the get a little more okay with the book. King of Swords in reverse. Okay, this right here tells you that this is an overblown case of superiority, acting in judgmental. Okay, they feel that they're superior. They feel that because they are whatever color they are, that you're going to believe whatever they tell you because this is the behavior they are used to. But see, the thing about it is, we are on another elevation, another level, okay? And they are low level. They're low vibrational people, okay? They're stuck in that low vibration. We are in a higher vibration. Hence, that's why all this is going on, okay? Right? Even the animals, did you notice that? Even the animals have raised their vibration. Yeah, my cats. Huh? I'm Pookie. Oh. Do you see? Oh no, we can't. Okay. This little. Okay, she's fired. Okay. So this is somebody. Yeah, they think they're superior. You may be fighting against controlling behavior, yours or someone else's, which works directly against the flow of intuition and divine timing. And in order for them to rebalance To bring balance, they have to let go. They're trying to control, what do you say? Control the narrative, okay? And that's the whole thing that's messing everything else up. However, they want it to be messed up because they don't want to be held accountability. And accountability is part of the balance. Hey, cutting up with tea. You liking my glasses? Yeah. And you can, and we can see it, okay? We can see it because this is what they do. They're used to this behavior, okay? They are used to this. They haven't leveled up. They don't know vibrations, okay? Let's keep going. Okay, so this is giving us the energy of Jax, Morgan, and Warren. The Seven of Cups in reverse, okay? So the Seven of Cups in reverse represents clarity, and it also represents choices. Okay. So the choices, but the choices they're making are clearly wrong. They're not making good choices. Clearly. And the King of Cups in reverse. Deceit and insecure. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're insecure, they're defensive, and they're frustrated because people are not believing them. They're frustrated. Okay? And the Queen of Cups. Oh, not the Queen and the King. Okay? Now, the Queen of Cups in reverse is someone who's needy, insecure, and hypersensitive. Interesting. So there's is feminine and masculine energy, both negative. And we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, talking about missed opportunities, greed, and financial, and the Chariot. This is what's moving these people. This is the driving force. And the King of Wands in reverse. The King of Wands, the negative, this demanding, unpredictable, vicious, masculine energy is driving this. Okay. Or these boys. And the Six of Wands. They are trying to be, well, they're getting a kick out of being noticed. Okay? They're getting a kick out of being noticed. I get the feeling like this person is putting them in the front, okay, and the temperance, the balance. They're trying to balance, yeah. But I told you, okay, in order to get the balance, they got to come out with the truth. That's why. And the Fool, reckless behavior. Yeah, they're negligent. Just, and the Wheel of Fortune, once again, in reverse, bad luck. It's not going to work. And the Eight of Wands in reverse. I get that in slow unraveling. Hmm. And there we go with that Emperor. Someone who is leading, controlling. Hmm. And there we go. Betrayal. And the Ten of Pentacles. The family. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I don't know if this is Nolan's family, whose family this is, but there's someone in the background that is betraying them to avoid the Four of Wands in reverse and Judgment in reverse. In the Ten of Cups. And the Knight of Swords in reverse. And the Six of Swords in reverse. And the Four of Swords. And the Nine of Swords. And the Eight of Swords. Ooh, wee. And the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So I'm looking at that I see a lot of fear down here. Fear, anxiety, okay, stressed out. The thing about Nolan's death is I don't know who was all involved, okay? But the fact that they're sitting up there lying in front of our faces and they've been caught in so many lies and they continue to do so, and the things that they're doing, and this is not even a criminal investigation. She's trying to find out how her son died. Okay, and all of a sudden y'all done lower it up and blew this thing up and this and that. Um, Now you're involved. If you wasn't involved before, you're involved now. And you are writing on. Now, here's the thing. You know how they called in about that boat? Hey, Carol. It's funny. It's what do you call? What's the word for this? Okay. Well, it's just the irony, okay, of how they called and told them that their boat was sinking. Well, their boat is sinking. And they know it. Okay? They need to call Cito because they both sinking. Just like we could read the signs and we have understanding, so can they. Okay? Literally. Okay? That's right. Literally. They need to call Cito. Mm-hmm. Because, yeah, they boat is sinking, and it's sinking pretty fast. They going down. They going to go down with the ship, I guess, so to speak. Okay? Mm. They going to go down with that ship. Okay. What I want, something just jumped at me, okay? And that is true crime. Okay? True crime has something to say about this. Because it jumped. Hey, the shine. The shining seer. Hey, Chilia. Yes. That's the trip. The boat is sinking. I never thought about it in that perspective. But yeah. And depending on how much it sinks, I guess when it gets up to their neck or something like that, or their nose, maybe they'll come up and say something. Okay? So, what do you have to tell us about the death of Nolan Wells? Current energy, there's something you're trying to say. That's how jumped out. Something you're trying to say. Now, it's funny because this could have been an accidental death that turned into, or an accident. I don't know. If he was thrown back into the water still alive, okay, then y'all killed him. But what I'm saying is just like an accident turned into a murder. Wow. What do you want us to know? And the death of Nolan Xavier Wells. What can you lie? What can you tell us? And thank you for your answers. Oh yeah, true crime. Is it a crime? Yes, yes it is. Mm. Okay, what do you want us to know? Somebody's in debt. Okay, somebody's in debt. There's a debt here. I don't know if there's a debt to pay. Somebody's in debt. And there's obstacles and there's challenges. Okay? And a child. Oh, oh, oh. Interesting. There's surveillance. There's surveillance. They need to get that surveillance. Okay? Which I'm pretty sure has conveniently been taken already. See what I'm saying? Because there's no criminal investigation. And there's traveling. Okay? Mm-hmm. From point A to point B, there's traveling and there's surveillance that has that as well. Okay? Mm-hmm. And the devil. Addiction. Addiction. Oh, there is addiction and there is debt as a result of this addiction. It's in the family. Whose family? The death. And a child. Ooh. Ooh, this may be leading back to his parents. Ooh. Lies. So the surveillance that they're showing you are lies. The stuff that they say they have are lies. Running away. So somebody might be on the run already. Trapped. Mm-hmm. And imprisonment. That goes along with trapped. And mind control. Child death and mind control. That's going along here, in case you're wondering what I'm reading. Alive. Okay, that's going on lies. Okay, what's hitting me is the videos that they're showing, okay, of Nolan being alive and at this time they're lies. They're lies. And it's a man-made disaster. Oh, cars is talking. Home. There we go. Home. Trapped. There's an intuition going here. There we go, water. Now there's validation right there from the cards. greed. And social media. Look at the phone. Look at the phone. Something on his phone, social media. Yeah. And love. A wooded area. Something else is going on. Something else is going on. Wow. Now, this bottom row, okay? Yeah, I'm thinking that too, Lisa. I'm thinking it too. Don't let them have that phone, honey. Okay, you better try to get whatever you can get out that phone before you hand that over, or you have to hand it over, honey. Okay. Oh no, that phone. Now, didn't they have to go to somebody's house to get that phone? Wow. The suicide one just gets me. But I don't think they okay, I think Warren had the phone at first. Okay. And Warren takes the phone over to Jack's house or leaves it at Jack's house. Why are you doing that when the parents is looking for the phone? Here's the thing about it, okay? Common sense. I know everybody don't have it, okay? But a common reaction would be to take that phone to his mama, okay, because that boy is missing and you know his mama need his phone. So she can access his phone and see what's going on. If you did not have anything to do with it, that would be the first thing in your mind to give his mama his damn phone. Period. Point blank, period. Ain't no, oh, well, not everybody's going to act like that. Yes, they are. If you didn't have nothing to do with it, okay, the mama, you okay, I got his phone, okay. Matter of fact, okay, I can't get a hold of Nolan. I'm going to go to his house and talk to his mama and give her his phone. Same thing. Okay? Say. Especially when you know that boy that came up missing and they can't find him. Oh, heck no. That's the first thing. Okay, and you got the phone? Oh, no, honey. Let me give you his phone. First of all, he ain't going to leave it. But since you say he left his phone, that's going to be the first thing he's not going to leave. And that's going to be the first thing that you cough up if he did leave it, is his phone. Let's not be stupid here. Let's not be naive, okay? We're going to call a spade a spade. You had the boy's phone. There's no reason for you to go to his house and leave and leave the phone. There ain't no, no. Woosah. Woosah. This is for entertainment purposes only. There are actually no facts in what I'm saying. Everything's alleged. Okay. I'm 65 years old, and I know damn well better than that they're not going to sit up there and you had that boy's phone and not give it to his mama when you find out that he hasn't returned home. Now, you on national TV, so to speak, telling us that you didn't went to this person's house and the phone and left it and left it with this person and left it at that person, so they come over to the house and had to bang on the door and then bust it down, but you didn't answer the door and get the phone. I was thinking that too. They may have taken him to the woods. Maybe this happened in the woods, okay? But the woods play a part. And I'll tell you one thing, okay? There's some woods, so to speak, on that island. I'm pretty sure that's not the only island that has overgrown grass and whatever, trees and all that. You see what I'm saying? And it's not like it's a natural habitat. So you don't go there with a lawnmower, okay? And a weed whacker. And now you sitting up here on national TV telling everybody and trying to explain to everybody about what you did, and you ain't saw the boy. And your boat was sinking that wasn't sinking. And there's a picture of him seen at this time. And then let me tell you, oh, wait a minute. I got a gripe, okay? What in the world is up with all these blurry pictures? Okay. What's up with all these blurry pictures? The phone camera don't take no blurry pictures like that. You can't see who it is. Everything's blurred, okay. so that you can't even distinguish. And then they're going to show us this BS, okay, and say that's Nolan. Hey, Angel Heart, you see what I'm saying? All the pictures is blurry. They got this stuff, I don't know how many pixels they didn't took away from the original pictures, but pictures don't come out like that. I'm sorry. Not even on the Obama phone. You're going to get better pictures than that. Catch that T. Okay. Catch that T. No. She found out he had the phone because she traced it on that 360. But what I'm saying is she shouldn't even have to ask for the phone. If he had the phone, that would have been the first thing. That's the first, man. Okay, see, I can't keep explaining the obvious. Okay. Y'all know they lying. All of them, whoever. Okay, allegedly. They're not being honest. They're not being upfront. You know something's not right. That's why we're questioning in the first place, and you're being accused of everything, every crime in the book. And you in Mississippi? Like y'all don't know your own history. See what I'm saying? If it walks like a duck and it talks like a duck, it's a duck. Okay. What else can you tell us? Still on true crime. About the case with Nolan Wells. Okay. What else can you tell us about the Nolan Wells, the death of Nolan Wells, the death of Nolan Wells? Okay. Tell us more, and thank you for your answers. Tell us more. See what else we got. Okay. They got a lot of legal proceedings, but no criminal charges, no criminal investigation. Okay. And something about an affair. Somebody was having an affair. Organized crime. There's a tunnel. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. There's a hotel motel situation here. There's imprisonment. Now, first of all, the organized crime, okay, the affair, imprisonment, these can all be tied up in this situation, okay? See what I'm saying? There could have been an affair, okay, and these people are also involved in organized crime, okay? Maybe they've been in prison or they feel in prison, okay, or will be trapped. See where I'm going with this? Okay. And this all has to do with legal proceedings. We have a male. There you go. There's a man. And he's hidden. See, that's like that emperor and that king of wands in reverse that I was telling you about. My intuition. Your intuition. Okay? So the people's intuition, they know. And there you go. Water. Water plays a big factor in this situation. And that's what I want. That's the card I want. Justice. And there's some type of power supply. Hmm. Regret. And the thing about the regret is the thing about the regret is I know the parents, will have regret. That's part of the grieving process. That's part of the process. But as far as these characters here, okay, I really don't give a darn, okay, if they have regrets. I really don't. Marriage and wedding. And revenge. There we go with the couple. And love. There may be somebody getting married, okay? Some young folks getting married. Look out for that. Somebody getting married in this situation, in this scenario, okay? Mm-hmm. And death in the family. And there's the devil, okay? So it's telling you that there's a family that is tied to the devil, okay? There's a family. There, one of these, or not all of them, is tied to the devil. That's what it's telling you. Okay, so now we're gonna go on to Tasia. Okay, we're gonna go on to Tasia. Yeah, water's slowing up a lot. Yeah. Okay. So what I want to ask, what cards am I going to use with Tasia? Is I did. I'm still waiting on the autopsy. They haven't given out the reports of the autopsy, and they still have that guy. Person of interest. He's still incarcerated. Okay. Now the thing about with the Tasia Fortune is this girl. So I'm gonna give you the scenario. Okay. And you can interpret it however. But this guy of interest, his name is Terrence. Terrence Anderson. Terrence Bernard Anderson, okay, lives on that same block or around the corner in that, okay, from that house that she was found hanging in the back of, okay? Walking distance, okay. Now, his brother stated that she was staying in that abandoned house. She was living there. Okay? It also states that she had issues with addiction. Okay. It also states that the gentleman in custody, is the father of her 5-year-old child. This is 5 years old. So you have had this child 5 years. There's no telling how long before that you knew the man. But you have a 5-year-old, so there's definitely 5 years in to their relationship, however he wants to phrase it. He says that he is not in a role. He doesn't. That's not his girlfriend. They don't have a romantic relationship. Okay, so I guess that means now, no, we're not together. I don't know what he says about the past. Right. They have no connection. Who has no connection? Okay, so there is a connection to the gentleman in custody on separate charges to Tasia. Okay? So, this man who's 65 has a 5-year-old child with this 29-year-old female. She has other children. I don't know who has her children. Okay, now the guy that was in custody is supposed to have had, I don't know if he had custody, but he was taking care of the little 5-year-old boy, from my understanding. Okay. She's living in a house around the corner from him, abandoned. Now he says they had an argument. He says they had an argument, but he did not kill her. Okay? Quote unquote. Okay. And that's all. Okay? So there is a connection with the gentleman in custody and Tasia Fortune. Okay? I'm going to go in with my Astro Matrix Tarot. Okay? It's a colorful deck, and it looks like this. And we're going to see how this works with this reading, because sometimes all the cards don't work out. You can feel it though when it's not connecting. You're not getting a connection. Okay, so let me look. What's today? Saturday. Oh, and by the way, let me tell you something. Can you please look up your subscription? If you subscribe to my channel, please make sure that you are still subscribed, because once again, YouTube is unsubscribing. And let me tell you something. They had the nerve to unsubscribe me to my own channel. I looked again and I said, oh no, they doing it again. And this time they busted. Because I have more than one channel, and I'll subscribe to the other channel. You can do that, right? And now it's saying subscribe. So I have to hit the subscribe button. Okay. Well, that's what we want to find out, is how did Tasia end up in the tree? Okay. Was she strung up there, or was she alive or dead or alive before she was strung up there on that tree? Okay. He is really arrested on unrelated charges. I haven't looked up his background, his record, but I'm sure he has one because he was arrested for being a felon in possession of a gun. Now, they're trying to say that because he had a gun, why didn't he just shoot her? Why didn't he just shoot her? Okay. But that's not the same when your gun is over there and y'all over there fighting and whatnot. And then, well, what you need a gun for? That, okay, she's a little bitty old thing. How long she been on? Hi, Dottie. So that's what cutting up that, yeah, that's where that's coming from. And so they may suspect that he has something to do with it. Whether he did or he didn't, they may suspect. But what they did was they got him on another charge. So he can't take away or run away or hide. We got you now. We're going to keep you because we have a reason to keep you. So if he is a felon in possession of a firearm, then what else has he done? What's his criminal history like? I don't know. I have to look that up or try to look it up because it's AI and this is Mississippi and they really, they trying to erase they record. They trying to erase their record, but they can't erase the memory. Okay, just sad. So, hey, New Yorker. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. So if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. But while you're at it, hit that thumbs up button. Okay, thumbs up the video. But that's what's going on with this case. Okay. Now, what is kind of holding it up is that we still haven't gotten back the coroner's report on the cause of death. Now, this autopsy was done on Tuesday. Maybe they're waiting on toxicology and whatnot. Hey, Vicky, thanks for subscribing. No, most people don't move like that when it comes to retaliation and the thing like that. I think because this is in Mississippi, that it's easier to string somebody up, so to speak, and they do nothing about it. See what I'm saying? I think that maybe where the idea came from, but I don't think that was a cause. I mean, if somebody alive, you can't just string them up. They're gonna be kicking and all that these days. They're gonna be kicking and howling and screaming and all that. You can't just put somebody up in a tree. Say. So, and then the fact that she's in an abandoned house and she has drug addiction, there's no telling what was going on. Basically, that's what, a trap house? Okay. Oh, this is what I want to tell you. The owner of that house, they have given a notice to the owner of that house to what was it? Okay, hold on. This is owned by a trust. Somebody's trust. Somebody owns that house, bought that house, and put it in a trust. But before that, there was an owner, a single owner for that property. Okay, so I put it in. The code enforcement posted a notice, okay, after Miss Tasia, a week after Tasia was found. They posted a notice on the property for the property owner. It is owned by Jackson Poverty Trust. Jackson Poverty as in poor, Trust, which is located at 240 Stokes Robinson Road in Jackson. Anyway, so they want land records. Wait. Oh, they own 21 properties in the county and have owned that property, that vacant house, since 2024. Before that, it was owned by Larry Wilson. Did I get? And that's all I got. Okay. They want the property management to do something with the property, or they're going to burn it down. Let me see. See, they got the notice up there, and they are going to, they have a hearing on August 10th. Wait, what's today? Oh, the notice was put up on the 10th. Okay. And here's the house. Okay, so there is a hearing to determine whether the above parcel of land is in such a state of uncleanliness as to be a menace to the public health, safety, and welfare of the community. So they want to make that decision, okay? If the judge rules that is the case, the city will authorize a cleanup, board up, or demolish the property within 1 year of the hearing date, which I noticed that they haven't put the hearing date up. But if you go on, you could probably find it. See how they do that? See how scandalous the information is? Okay. So they don't know how long the house has been unoccupied, but they said that there was an air conditioner posted in the back of the house, in one of the rooms in back of the house. And it was secured by chains, locks, and metal casing. So nobody would take it. I don't know if this is prior to when the house was occupied, or well, it still could be, somebody could still be using it. So I don't know if there's even electricity that's going to the house. If there's electricity going to the house, I would certainly be using that air conditioner. I ain't gonna hold you. Okay, so what can you tell us? Right. And so now this family is trying to get help in the in what happened to the girl. Okay, they don't believe that she would hang herself up like that. They don't believe she was suicidal. Okay, see what I'm saying? So yeah. So give us the energy around the investigation because they're not telling us much, but I know they know something. So give us the energy around the investigation into the death of Tasia Fortune. What's that energy into her death? Now, they don't have a date, okay, as when a time of death, but they do say they found her hanging on the 3rd, and she had been hanging there for a few days. Okay. So what do you want us to know when it comes to the death of Tasia Fortune? And thank you for your answers. The Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of Cups has come up many a times when I do a reading on Tasia. Okay? Tell us more. Page of Swords. Okay? There's a message coming forth. Okay? Information coming forth. And there's worry, stress, worry, concern, and death in reverse. Talks about freedom and recovery. No, or is that the devil? Death in reverse. Okay. Ooh. Now this talks about avoiding change, old habits, and afraid of change. Afraid of change. Okay. Fear. Let's say fear, because it's going with these swords. There's fear in the information that's going to be brought forth. And the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Bad luck. Okay. And the Knight of Wands. Now, this Knight of Wands gives me the feeling that there is younger male energy. And I got that before. And the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I got that before. So this person this Knight of Wands may have information that he's afraid to bring forth, but I tell you one thing, there's fear. Yeah, and not liking what's being offered. So avoidance or denial. Refusal. And the Six of Cups in reverse. Ooh, the past. Okay. And then we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. So there's confusion and lies. And the Two of Swords in reverse. And the Two of Cups, a partnership, an agreement. It can also be telling me that there's two people. Now, this right here is like I noticed that the man in custody, that they have in custody, is trying to deny the relationship of a relationship or having anything to do with her death. And the Nine of Cups. So there's some type of an emotional fulfillment going on. And rock bottom with the Ten of Swords in reverse. Refusing to let go. The Tower. Refusing to let go of the past. Refusing to let go of whatever. Maybe an argument or something like that, but just couldn't let it go. And the Lovers. And we have the Four of Swords in reverse. Ooh, this looks like a bad relationship. And the Six of Swords in reverse. Unable to move forward, change. And the King of Swords in reverse. So somebody is manipulating male energy, manipulating the energy to move forward in this case, in this situation, okay, in this girl's death. And the Ten of Cups. We got happiness and fulfillment here in the Ten of Cups. And it's going over the Ten of Swords in reverse, which is refusing to let go, and I guess of the past. Now, this could be on her refusing to let go of the past, on her not wanting to end the relationship and all hell broke loose. It could be that, because you know how these women get in these abusive relationships and keep going back to the abusive partner. He says he wasn't in a relationship, so I don't know. The Star. That was the main focus. And the King of Wands. And the Seven of Pentacles. So somebody was waiting patiently. And then the Ten of Wands. So there's a burden. There's worry. There's stress. Okay? Oh, and look at the rope around one of the legs. See the rope around the leg? Strung them up. Okay? So it's telling me that she didn't do this herself. Now here, right here, I'm looking at the Six of Swords in reverse. Obstacles, unable to move forward. And this is in the Four of Swords in reverse, like the death. So, yeah, she was killed up here. But they were unable to move forward. They were unable to just take her somewhere, at least in their mind. Now, this Ten of Cups also can mean drinking. And we got the Nine of Cups. Okay? And we got the Star, and she pouring out water. So he's going over there. Okay? He got her over there. It was a burden. Okay? Carried her over there and strung her up. Is basically what I'm saying. Everything's alleged. Okay? So this is telling us the investigation. Well, it's supposed to be telling us the energy on the investigation, but it's more like telling us what happened to this young lady. And they may, okay, let me backtrack. The investigation may know this. They just have to prove it. How about that? Okay? How about that? So, can you give us the energy into the relationship between Terrence Anderson and Tasia Fortune? Okay, can you give us the energy into their relationship? As a matter of fact, can you give us the energy into the relationship or the dynamics before Tasia was killed? Give us that energy. Walk us through it. Okay? Right before she ended up deceased, what was going on with Tasia and Terrence? What was going on with? Well, we'll see. Okay. Let me ask it specifically. Give us the energy first between Tasia Fortune and Terrence Anderson. Before she was found, before she died, what was their energy like? And thank you for your answers. Ooh, look at that. The Empress. Okay. Pleasure. Might have been pregnant. We got some kind of pregnancy here now. And the Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay, the Ace of Cups in reverse, because it usually represents a new love, but this ain't no new love in reverse. No, 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 no. This talks about disappointment, okay? A relationship not working out. This is what this is saying. A relationship did not work out. It may Also indicate feeling disappointed by a relationship that did not work out as planned. Okay? Hence the 5-year-old boy and a burden. Stress, worry, and the Ace of Pentacles. A new opportunity, finances, and what else? Ambition. Something new. These aces represent something new. So this might be evidence. And the star. And the chariot. Ooh. Talks about travel. And the world. Oh. That was short. So a cycle was completed. And the 4 of Wands in reverse. A funeral. A funeral. And the Hermit. Somebody's looking for something. Searching. Judgment. And the 2 of Swords in reverse. Talks about stress and confusion. And then there's the Queen of Cups. Keep telling you, she keeps coming up as the Queen of Cups. And she's looking toward facing the 2 of Swords, okay? And so looks like that she was confused. She was blinded by life. And we have the 10 of Swords in reverse. Okay, so remember when I told you about not being able to let go of the past? That was Tasia. Not being able to let go. She was confused. So there may have been in her mind, there may have been a relationship. In his mind, there wasn't a relationship. She was unable to let go. Will you stop, girl? That's Keisha that got the zoomies. Now she on one. Okay? And the 7 of Swords in reverse. Trying to get away with something and getting caught. Now, that could also mean a confession. And the Page of Swords, Chatty Patty, is bringing forth a message. Okay? She gonna tell it. Or rather, he's gonna tell it. Let me see. Let me keep going. Oh, the devil. Addiction. Addiction. And the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So, yeah, she had an addiction. And the Three of Pentacles. Okay. Talks about teamwork. I don't know if she was in a rehab, maybe in the past. And the Page of Cups. There's a message. Matter of fact, there's a few messages. And the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, that's interesting. I wondered, did she try to steal some drugs and got caught? And the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. And the Two of Pentacles. Ooh, all these pentacles. Okay. So the drugs were interfering and causing a lack of ambition. Okay. Addiction. And somebody may have been selling drugs as well, or she could have been. And the Three of Swords in reverse, betrayal. Or recovery, excuse me. Recovery, forgiveness, healing. Mm. And the Ace of Wands talks about hesitation. Okay. And justice. Wow. Now I know you see all these pentacles, and pentacles usually represent money, but in a situation like it also represents drugs, pills. I take it as okay, drugs. I do the water as alcohol, liquids, okay, and then yeah, and I even view the swords as shooting up. So I don't know, but anyway, this is my interpretation. It may not be there, but there may have been something she did to cause the reaction or provoke the action in someone to do this to her. Okay? Mm-hmm. Well, the house is nice. I noticed the house is nice too, but there's a lot of nice houses in these poor parts of the community. Even in Detroit, I was looking, they have some nice houses out there. And the thing about it though is though, if you're not gonna keep it up or maintain it, you leave it open to all kind of stuff. And they were saying that there was all kind of garbage and all kind of stuff in the yard and everything. Yeah, and the yard was overgrown. This was before they even came up with this notice on the property. So yeah, and apparently whoever owns the property, see, people will own these properties and just leave them there, and they become a menace, and they become an attraction for nefarious things in people. hmm That's why they um, they will tear these houses down so that, and then people, they'll be in there and try to keep warm and start a fire in there and light up the whole house. Okay. Yes. So this is what I'm getting energetically. And this was the energy between her and this guy named Terrence. So, ooh, it still smells good. Trying to see how long my lotion gonna last, my eternity. Okay, so that is what it's I'm getting. I could be wrong. This is all allegedly and my interpretation of the cards. Let me ask, can you okay, give me the energy of Terrence Howard. I mean Terrence Howard. Terrence Anderson. I knew I was gonna make that a mistake eventually. Terrence Anderson. Okay. Did he have anything to do with the death of Tasia Fortune? What do you want us to know? What can you tell us? And thank you for your answers. Did he have anything to do with her death? And thank you for your answers. Terrence Anderson. Hmm. Okay. This talks about the Three of Wands in reverse, talks about self doubt, limitations, and obstacles. That's interesting. Hmm. Okay. Oh, he's scared. He's stressed out. And he has secrets. Oh, yeah. Manifestation. And there's the Queen of Cups. Wow. Oh, my. And the Three of Swords in reverse. Talks about healing and forgiveness. And the Four of Cups. Something is being ignored. The Fool. a new beginning. This talks about innocence, opportunity, and a leap of faith. Mm. And the Knight of Swords came charging in. Ooh. And the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This is a masculine energy, and it's not an older gentleman. This is a younger gentleman. And the Three of Pentacles. And the Eight of Wands in reverse. And the Ace of Wands in reverse. And the Two of Cups. There's two people. And the Nine of Cups. And the Three of Cups in reverse. And the Hangman. I have overindulgence, too much partying. And the Five of Swords in reverse. So there's some type of avoidance, deceit, regret, and resentment. So if he didn't have anything to do with it, he definitely knows something about it. Okay? And the Nine of Wands, the wounded soldier. And the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay, so now we have another female energy coming in. And we have a partnership, okay, with this female. And the Chariot. Interesting. and the Two of Swords in reverse. Interesting. And Temperance in reverse. Looked like everybody was high. And the Page of Pentacles in reverse. And the Eight of Cups. So it looks like Mr. Anderson may know something or have some kind of involvement along with somebody else in this picture. Isn't that interesting? Okay. Now, this person could have helped him. They could have been there when this went down, or what? Mm-hmm. Yep. So, yeah, I agree. It's more than one person. And that hangman kills me. Here he comes again. And now they want to walk away. What I would like to know is, who is the Queen of Wands? The Queen of Wands. Who is the Queen of Wands in this situation? Okay? Who is the Queen of Wands to Terrence Anderson? Who is she? The Queen of Wands. Tell us about the Queen of Wands. And thank you for your answers. The Queen of Wands in this reading. She's the one that wants walking away. She's the one walking away. Now, she might don't know if she took off walking. If she took off because she was scared or what. Okay. Okay. She wants to be recognized. She wants to be acknowledged. There was completion. What's going on here with the Six of Wands? And the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Family disputes. Loss. And the Two of Pentacles. Oh. And the Six of Pentacles in reverse. And the Three of Cups in reverse. So she was partying with him. Here we go some more with the family. Ooh. He may have kids by her. And the Chariot. We have control and we have travel. We have direction here. And now it's nightmares. I keep feeling a fullness or heaviness in my chest. Hmm. And the Nine of Cups. And the Two of Swords in reverse. Something was taken, okay, and there's a decision made, but it was made under the influence. The Page of Cups. Now, this is bringing forth an offer, a message, communications. There we go. Under the influence. These folks is, whoa. And the Queen of Pentacles. And then we have the Seven of Cups. Yeah. So we have something didn't go as planned. Okay. And this may be having to do, for some reason, I'm getting family. For some reason, family dispute. What family? I don't know. And the Sun. We have clarity and revelation coming up here. With the smoke and mirrors. Interesting. And the Five of Wands. Oh, yeah. Conflict. They was fighting. Okay, so I'm asking, who is this Queen of Wands? And there we go. Okay, somebody in the past with the Six of Cups in reverse. Okay. And there we go with the Hangman. And it's a burden and it's stressed out. Okay. Now, this could be the mother or it could just be somebody, another female energy. Or I'm asking about the Queen of Wands. She's stressed out. Okay. She hasn't come up yet. She feels stuck. She's scared. She feels stuck. She hasn't come up yet. She will come out. She hasn't come up yet. And the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Mm-hmm. And the Seven of Pentacles. Waiting. Mm-hmm. And the Lovers. There we go. Mm-hmm. So, and the Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay. This sounds like another female involved in this. She may have had conflict with Tasia. She may have helped or had something to do with it. She's got knowledge. She's scared. Okay. She's stressed out too. Okay. And this is somebody of the past. So this may be another baby mama. Don't be surprised if that comes out. Everything's alleged. I could be wrong. But don't be surprised if that comes out. So he may have been playing both of these women, if that's the case. May have been playing both of these women. Something went down, and she's coming up in the cards. So we'll see. Give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel because there's more. But most of all, stay blessed. Bye.